Day 58. I am not in the mood for this. It's cold. It's very, very cold. And it's going to be wet, snowy, muddy. Oh, yeah. And it'd be one thing if I was just looking at this for a day or two, hey, it's going to suck for the next week. But no, it's going to be way worse than this for the next 6 to 8 weeks. I'm not feeling it, man. Oh, woke up with a headache too, so that just doesn't help. Yeah, I don't know, man. Thinking I should take off and go to Wyoming. It's kind of what's in my head now, because I'm already tired of being cold, and I'm just started being cold. It's tempered with, my experience here last time, or experience in Colorado last time. It was horrible for so long. I can't even see my coffee. There we go. So, yeah, I'm unhappy. And that doesn't happen often on the trail. So far, the only times I've actually been unhappy is when my ankle was hurt. Other than that, everything's been, ups and downs. That's trail life. But this is so much more. This is torture for weeks and weeks. I don't know what to do. Flipping ain't cheap, That's why I figure if I go to Wyoming, then walk my happy ass down, and then just go back to Wyoming. That's not super expensive. How much does a bus to Wyoming cost? I don't know. Not many people go there, so maybe it's expensive. Throw all the necessary things in my gullet. Start packing up slowly but surely. Let's go play in some ice. Figure I might as well be a little safe before I head out into that cold. I am dreading this. I'm cold right now in my tent, and this is the warmest I will be all day. I was wondering why I was dry. I was like, maybe I didn't condensate last night. Oh, no, of course it's frozen. All right, so my stuff isn't frozen solid. It's frozen, but it's still flexible, so yay. Oh, damn it. I forgot to change my socks. I gotta go back into my pack. It's the little things. Okay, and we're off. Oh, not in the mood for this, but what else can I do? Sit there and cry? No, I can walk and cry. Squish, squish, squish. Which way am I headed? This looks like a good way to go. Oh, yeah. It's already been snow and more snow. I just passed somebody who's folding up their tent. It's rare to see anybody awake at this time. And the snow isn't solid. If I put too much weight on it, I still bust through a few inches. But it's better than it was yesterday. Oh, I don't know what city that is glittering out there, but I wish I was there. It's not as horrible as I was making it out to be. It's once I got my frozen shoes on. The CDT split off back there. I saw it go by this road, but when I look at my map, I'm still on the CDT. So I'm guessing they built a new CDT and this is the old one, and the maps haven't been updated yet. For shame. What am I paying for here, man? There should be another colored line somewhere. But I'm not going to follow that one without a map. I'm just not gonna. I get lost enough with a map. So I'm sticking with the red line that leads down this road. Easy enough to follow. And it's downhill for a change. Yesterday was all uphill. I do feel a little stronger for it, though. I do. Everything is a little stream. I mean, I had no intention of keeping my feet dry because they started off wet. But I definitely don't want to submerge them again. I got no footprints. I don't know where I'm at. It's confusing. Oh, I fell down and you guys missed it. I stepped off the snow and it turns out the little puddle of water next to it was a good 2 feet deep or so. I went down hard, my phone went flying. I guess this is the way to go. How many trails do I need? Well, they're all little streams, but I have to assume this is the way. I keep checking my map, but it always says I'm on or near the trail, but, you know, it'd be nice to know. See, here it is again, the trail. Very well marked, or very well traveled, but it's always like that near roads. My map tells me to go this way, and I do see footprints in the snow off in that direction. But there's definitely a CDT. I'm sticking with a map. I'm assuming they're pretty much the same, although the CDT might be worse if it's going all in between these trees. It's obviously going to have a little more snow than the road that's kind of exposed. Quite beautiful up here. Snow free, that really helps. And this morning wasn't as horrible as I expected it to be. That's nice. Been something whooping over there for a while. I don't recognize it. It's a whooping owl. It's a thing. Barely shows up in this light. Fork in the road. Whoops. Turns out I'm not on trail. Who's surprised? Turns out the cattle guard back there. I should have taken some other way. Didn't notice one, or I might have checked my map. But this road eventually leads back to where I need to go, as far as I can tell. Oh, I get another downhill. Oh, nice. I'm not back on trail yet, but I'm close. All trail will look just like this, so it's hard to tell. And hats. Oh, good morning, son. Get out here. You got a job to do. I decided to collect water from this little bit of snow melt. Good enough for me. It will probably get me to the scary river crossing, which is in about 6.5 miles. Turkey just went zooming by. Weird to see one by itself. Where's his harem at? Solo turkey, huh? Bummer for you, dude. Where did you go? Such a big bird disappears so fast. Just saying, sometimes I yell back at you. I thought somebody hung a skull from it, but now I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, it is a skull. Okay. Must have been during some high snow. Or they're real tall. Oh, the good old switchbacks on level ground. Well, I guess I am going slightly downhill. Wee. I have to imagine one of these skinny aspen fell over and hit the gate. That's about the only thing I can think that would damage it that much, but not crush it completely. Like that one would kill it. I can't feel the sunshine yet. It's still pretty cold. But I guess that's a good thing. The colder it is, the lower the water level will be. But it's well above freezing, so it's all melting regardless. Evidently these trees are shedding all over the place. I didn't notice it until there's motes of light to see it in. I was like, what are these things falling? This is a beautiful little valley. Oh, I feel that. Oh, that's nice. Ah, do your job, son. feel like you're slacking today. If you just hold really still, I won't see you. I see you. I can hear the water already. Okay. We're gonna get our shoes wet. Oh no. I'm actually gonna wear my pants through it because they got muddy today, so I might as well get power washing is how I see it. I'll store some things up higher in my pack just in case it's a little deeper, but I'm not expecting much, man. Everybody just fear mongers. It's fun. It's how rumors go. They get scarier as they go up the line. Like anybody I've talked to Colorado about, I've told them what a hellscape it is. I do my own bit of fear mongering. Doesn't look so bad. Probably calmed down a lot with all this debris. I mean, it could be deep. I can't tell from here. I'm not sure where we officially cross at. I still see a little trail. We'll check that out and then, go from there. Is that a tree growing out of a stump? Oh, isn't that precious? Okay, so evidently I'm supposed to cross somewhere around here. That looks like trail on the other side, so. I don't know, these things can be way deeper than they appear, and it's pretty milky, so I can't really tell. The fact that I don't see it, the fact that I see huge boulders all around here and I don't see any in there tells me it might be kind of deep. Oh yeah, it instantly just drops off right into there. Oh yeah. Oh. Awesome cliffs. Okay, so Wardrobe ran into me. I met her the other day at Ghost Ranch. And her map is better than mine. So we're going to where some islands are. And it splits the river up a little bit, makes it more doable. Because, yeah, this thing isn't wide, but it's deep. I can see huge boulders under it. But they're barely making a ripple on the surface. Somebody's getting wet. Things are not looking up for us. We came to a dead end that was stuff we couldn't cross. But, I mean, just guessing, I think that's damn near nipple deep. Well over belly button. Well over. I don't know where these islands are they talk about. This looks like about the best option I'm seeing so far. Sure, it's a little deep and scary right there. This first part's going to be risky, but once I get by this rock, there's a nice little safety net behind it. It's probably deep. It's generally deep on the other side of rocks. But then after there, if I traverse in that early direction, it doesn't look too swift. I don't know, man. Wardrobe change for sure though. I'm not doing this in a kilt. See what this looks like. We'll be filming vertical today. Oh, I hope it doesn't get deep enough to get my camera wet. If so, I'm turning back. Oh, Jesus. All right, slow and steady. This is where it gets kind of fast. Oh, hey, I'm halfway. That was the hard part. Oh, it's really strong and pretty slick. It just took me a while to find good footing through there. But you got to make sure your poles are set hard. It's got some power. But, you know, hey, it was only crotch deep and we're about the same height. So far, anyway. This one feels a little deeper, but way more mellow. Whew. Oh, it is deeper. Oh, yeah. Very brisk. Very brisk. Oh, Jesus. How do I get over this? I'm not going under. Yeah, that's enough of that. Oh, this is stressful. If she goes in, I am forced to go in after her. She's got this. It's strong. It's scary. It's hard to even put your poles down because the water's pushing them downstream. It was stressful finding footing. My adrenaline was going the whole time. Still is a bit. You got this, wardrobe. You got this. She's doing better than I was. This is where it gets fast. You got it, you got it. This is the last part. And she's home free. Look at that, look at the concentration. Yeah. That's some hiker shit right there. That girl's a badass. I don't know how much she's hiked, but it's obvious she knows what she's doing. Good for you. I got this on video if you want a copy. Alright, the rest is boring. We'll let her do her thing. Ooh, I watched that video. I don't normally go back and watch them. But even watching through my pocket was kind of scary, knowing what I just went through. But I think seeing both views from my pocket and then watching her do it give you a pretty good idea what this little strip of water is, man. I mean, not much to look at. But man, my adrenaline was going. I could not... You see my poles vibrating in the water? You put them in, they're like, because the water is like hitting them that hard. Crazy. Evidently that group that I've been hiking around was behind. They were going to wait for Wardrobe, but she made it here before them. So I was going to hang out for a minute and have my safety meeting, and if they came along, let them know that at least she crossed so they're not sitting here waiting for her. But they're taking their sweet ass time. They're more of the hike late and sleep in kind of people. But they're faster than me, so I figured they'd be here rather soon. And there's a beautiful canyon. Now that I'm on this side of the water. You know, I didn't really even notice the temperature of the water once I was in there. Just the adrenaline was flowing. But now I'm cold. Luckily, only my pants got wet. My shirt, my kilt, all that stuff's dry, everything in my pack. I don't know if it's supposed to rain today or not. I doubt anybody knows. Seems random in New Mexico. But most storms haven't lasted too terribly long. Alright, there's McQueen. They made it over. They crossed somewhere else. Signs that don't mean anything to me. Downriver Trail. Hey, CDT. One of the signs actually means something. Well, it's a good thing I ran into McQueen, because he was waiting for Wardrobe somewhere down the trail. Very chivalrous of him. So he'd been waiting there for like an hour, he said. I'd been waiting in my spot for like 20 minutes, waiting for him. Turns out he was somewhere else. Along the river, but a different spot. I more or less let Wardrobe choose the spot, and she seemed a little more intimidated by it than I did. So I let her choose it, because I figured it was going to suck regardless. Certain places I wouldn't do, but that one looked doable. McQueen said his spot was even easier by description. And 1.5 miles is the next water for me. And I'm gonna kick it there, make coffee, have an early lunch. It's like 10:30 right now. I need to get rid of some of this food weight on my back. And I'm kind of hungry. Not necessarily for what I'm carrying, but hungry. That is a super huge turd. Is the same thing pooping in the same place more than once, or damn? These should be covered in purple flowers. Timing is everything. Icarus. And hey, CDT, the green gate. It's nice that somebody came out here and did this. Looks like there was once structures in that field. Now they're just piles of rubble, but maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Ooh, we're almost at the water. I can hear it. Evidently there's some sort of retreat around here. Because two very clean people just walked by me and I was like, oh, what am I in here? You guys are way too clean to be out here. And they said there's a retreat. They did not mention what kind. Got my water filtered over there. Got way more than enough. Beautiful little meadow with a stream running through it, and this is really nice. Dandelions being the only flower, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. I like a flower I can eat. Got my coffee going on. I'm doing some sun-dried tomato and basil, and it came with a little spoon. Hold on, check this out, check this out. Boom, like ultra light spoon. This is what the guys in the short shorts probably carry. But I thought I've never seen one that came with its own spoon. I should keep that. Nah, I'm throwing it away. You can't have none, man. Well, I'm going to chill it for a while. I'm actually ahead of schedule. Not that I have a schedule. But I planned on doing 21 today. And I'm already like, I think 12 in. And it's only 11 o'clock. So, you know, I'm doing pretty well. I'm not speedy. We all know that. There were some campgrounds that I wanted to make it to. Figuring they'd have flat spots to camp and stuff. Or no camping signs. But I know I'm headed back into snow for a while. So, figured, you know, find a nice place to camp and deal with that problem tomorrow. I know pretty soon I'm going to enter snow and not come out of it again for more than a solid day. And I'm not looking forward to that, but I have no choice. You know, it's in front of me and I go where the trail tells me. Now, according to my map, that is the last water supply for another good 20 miles or, no, 13 I think it said. I didn't bring enough for 13 per se. 2 liters. And I can make it 13 on 2 liters, no problem, but I'd be mildly dehydrated. But I'm going to assume, since I'm headed up again, there will be snow melt. Unfortunately. Well, isn't this just pleasant? And it tastes like chocolate milk. Don't need it, don't want it, but I've drank worse. Seen a few like it. It's different ages, so I have to assume they're just hitting the same spot over and over. I know the ponies in Wyoming do that. Are there wild horses out here? Okay, being honest, I am being lazy. I should be climbing up over those hills and then over to something and it looks like another hill. Or I can take the road and meet up in the same place with a much easier journey, I guess. Guaranteed no snow for a while here. Up in the trees, I don't know. But I'm just being lazy, I'll admit it. As far as road walks go, not bad. It pretty much mirrors the trail, but is obviously much easier. It's had its ups and downs. Oh, hey, we got another up coming up. Nice. I think I'm gonna sit on this log for a minute though. Hey log, how you doing, buddy? Without even seeing it, you know you got a swamp over here. Just hear all the bugs and frogs. I'm amazed that they don't freeze to death out here. It's pretty impressive. I could go for one of those right now. Well, here's my opportunity to rejoin the trail somewhere around here. Okay, so the trail is a different dirt road in slightly worse shape. That's cool, man. It's not snowy. So new bad news. Evidently the road that we get to hitch into Chama is closed. They had a sinkhole in it, so there's no traffic. That's a long walk. That's unfortunate. Oh well, it is what it is. So I'm looking at the map. There's only a few roads leading in and out of Chama. One of them is 86, and it actually connects with the trail in just a couple of miles. But as far as I can tell from the limited maps I can see, it goes all squirrely south for the longest time before it goes west and then north. The comments say it is a decent bailout if you need it, but I don't necessarily need a bailout. I just don't want to walk those last 15 or 20 miles, whatever it is, into Chama. That adds most of a day to road walking. I'm not prepared for that. But I don't believe I'll be taking that bailout point because I don't have the proper maps for it anyway. I wouldn't know where water is or anything. Unless I run into somebody that has better maps, I'm just going to stick to the trail and hope for the best. Well, this is the beginning of the campsite area. They have a spigot and privies, but all of them are locked, except for privy number 10 for some reason, but rumor is you don't want to use it because it's overflowing. Although if they have some TP in there, I wouldn't mind taking a little bit. Pretty sure I have enough to get me to Chama, but when you need TP, you need it. Pretty sure isn't really going to cut the mustard, you know. Holy crap, look at the prices. $125 for a group shelter overnight per night. 1 to 100 people in a shelter? How big are the shelters here? I'm betting there's not a shelter big enough to fit 100 people. I'm gonna bet money on that. I'm gonna kick it at a picnic table and relax for a little bit. Oh, that privy was locked, and you could tell before you got there because there's turds all around it. People just poop near the privy when they can't get in the privy. I did the same thing, but back in the woods back there. I was just hoping for more TP. I don't know where site number 10 is. This place is huge and I'm not willing to walk around looking for it. So water is still 6 miles away. I got enough time to do 6 miles. I think that's one of the shelters. That is not going to sleep 100. 1 to 100, my ass. You seem more curious than afraid. This sloppy mess used to be the trail. You can see it running right along the side. You see the marker right there. Yep, this was the trail. Oh, squishy, squish, squish, squish. This is the new trail. This whole valley has had a stupid amount of switchbacks for level ground. I, like most people, am just walking straight up the center because, really? I think not. This is for bicycles. Who goes to all vehicles except my feet? So most aspen are white or gray, and then sometimes there's these green and yellow ones, you know, their trunks. Are they different species? Have these ones been traumatized more? They look sickly, but not really. At the tops they look all healthy, but at the bottoms their color is just, I don't know, kind of a sickly color. My energy is starting to wane. It's a little after 5 o'clock. I should hike a little later. But I think I got up at like 2:30 today. Should have taken a nap, but I didn't. When I woke up this morning, the road to town was almost exactly 60 miles away. Right now it's about 35. But I haven't hit the snow yet. So I'm thinking it'll definitely take me 2 full days to do the 35 that's left. Not to mention trying to get to town afterwards. And annoyingly enough, they only let you download one map at a time, one state. And so my map ends right at the New Mexico border. And I did download the Colorado maps, but they replaced my New Mexico, so I had to, replace it again with the New Mexico one. So I just have to guess for a while. Doesn't look like very long, but yeah, I gotta guess for a while once I get to the New Mexico border. Unless there's some way to do it that I don't know of. It's in my phone somewhere. I just don't understand technology. Weird enough, I'm actually looking forward to Norrice side tonight. After eating those 2 fancy meals, my gut doesn't feel quite right. I felt a little off for a couple days since I ate those things. Each one had 2 servings. Ugh. I don't know who the hell would pick those things. 3 bean chili and pesto noodles. And who the hell wants that in the woods? Got some good news and some bad news. Good news is it tastes terrible. Bad news is we got a lot of it. Glad I only grabbed 2 of those things. I was just like, oh, they're fancy and different than Nor. I'll take them. Oh, big mistake. I should probably gather water here. I'm kind of sick of walking. I'll see where it flows from. Well, never mind. As I step up the trail to walk around, I notice this rock with a nice puddle in it. That's perfect for me, man. I filter me some water, and then I'm just going to wander for a little bit and find a place to camp. Oh, I barely saw them. I heard them more than anything. Evidently, I startled a small herd of elk. I could just see them between the trees, but I could totally hear them. Jesus. Startled some elk again. Didn't see them till I heard them. It can't be easy running through this with antlers. Okay, flat dry spot, flat dry spot. Everywhere slightly angular and very moist. Oh, and did I mention we're damn near like 11,000 feet, so yeah, it's probably going to just be a little colder tonight than it was last night. Oh, I'm ready to be done, though. Trail, may I have a spot to lie down, please? Oh, I think I found it. And there's snow right around me. But this looks flat, dry, and level. That'll work for me, man. Where do I filter my water at? Oh, let me take off my bag first. And this is my casa for the night. Beautiful views. Nice and chilly. Got all my chores done. Just finished up filtering my water. And then it's bedtime. All right, now we gotta eat. Then bedtime. Okay, tonight we're having yellow rice. Of course, mixed with white rice to fill the cup. I should be throwing in a Spam, but I think I'm just going to eat it separate because Spam is pretty gross and it ruins the whole thing. So I'm just going to eat the Spam separate just so, I only have to choke down so much.